Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to my very first Halloween tutorial. I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild primer and prime my face, and then I'm going to jump straight into the eyes. So I'm taking the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in white, and I'm just going to start to map out the shape that I want. So I've never done this before, so I'm just kind of going with the flow. That's why I decided to use white instead of black. And I'm just trying to feel where that bone is and just draw the shape just on the ridge of that bone. And yeah, every time I do one side, the other side seems to be so much easier just because I kind of know what I'm doing. And then I'm doing my nose, just mapping out the shape. It doesn't have to be too precise at all. Then I'm just going to place a base down, and I'm using the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC25. And I just wanted to use this because this is gonna make my skin look more fair, because I'm usually NC35 and I know that this look is commonly done with white face paint, but I just want it to be more pale, not quite white. Now I'm taking 2 shades of the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just going to place a little bit in the areas I want to highlight. And yeah, I'm dancing, so intense. But so I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender. So now to fill in the eyes, I'm taking this Morphe gel liner in Slate, and I'm just starting to fill this in. You can probably hear my baby in the background. He's near me, he's asleep, but he's just coughing. We're all a little bit sick, that's why my voice is a bit weird. So yeah, I'm just trying to make that line really precise. I'm just using a little Morphe synthetic eye brush, and I'm just going to fill it in. I didn't really know what I wanted to do here, so I just kind of ended up leaving a little gap down the bottom, and I thought I'll come back in and fill it in later. And then I realized also that I didn't actually need to be this precise around the edges, because later when you go and cover it up, you can't even see it anyway. So now I'm just taking a little liner brush, and I'm just going to tight line, and then I'm going to leave it there for now with the eyes and move on to my nose. So to fill in the nose, I'm first going to just trace around the lines with the black, and I'm using that same little liner brush, but I just did find this it wasn't as precise as I wanted, so I'm just filling it in first, and then I go in later with the NYC liquid liner and just clean up the edges with that. It was so much easier with that, and just made all the lines nice and sharp. Where are you going so fast tonight? So next I'm moving back to the eyes, and I'm just taking these little rhinestones and little pearls that I got from the $2 shop, and I'm just sticking them on with some duo eyelash glue. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I just knew that I wanted to alternate with them, and as I get around to the edge, the outer corner, I start to get bigger with the rhinestones until I get to the bottom, and I'm just getting bigger and bigger until I've got this little center thing going on. And then I'm just putting that same glue with a cotton bud just under my eye and filling in that gap with some GLITTERTRIBENZ silver chunky glitter. Oh, that was a mouthful. And then I'm just going back in with that gel liner just to make sure there are no gaps. And then for this part, I didn't know what I was doing at all. I was just seeing what looks good, and yeah, just seeing what fit in which gap, until I ended up being happy with what I ended up with. And then I go and add a pair of lashes. I know that it's all black, so you can hardly really see them, but in person I really do think that it did make a difference. And then yeah, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and be back with the face. So now going back in with that white gel liner, I am just tracing out just like under my cheekbones all the way to the mouth, and then I'm taking that thin black liner brush again and I'm just going to try and make that line black. Once again, I didn't like this brush. I should have just gone in with this one here. Even though it's large, it's so much easier to just get a nice crisp line. So I'm just adding the gel liner under there, and then once I'm happy with that, I just take a fluffy blender brush and just really start to work that in. I take actually quite a long time just to really blend this in. And then I'm going to take the NYC liquid liner and just trace that line from my lips and join it up. And then I'll do the other side. So now for my lips, I'm using the COLOURPOP X ILUVSARAHI liquid lipstick in the shade Ariiba. This is such a beautiful red shade, and this is kind of how this all began. I was just trying this colour on one night just to see if it suited me, and my mum thought that I looked like really Spanish with it. So she brought up some pictures of this Day of the Dead makeup look, and I was like, OMG, yes, I have to do that. So this is how it all started. Anyway, back to the tutorial. I'm now just doing some little lines on the side of my lips, and I was covering that side, so I just moved on to the other side. And then yeah, I just figured out that the easiest way to do this was to just do little lines from the bottom to the top and just kind of flick it up. And then basically, yeah, I'm trying on the headpiece just to see kind of what I need to add next, and I'm just trying some different little rhinestones in place, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick them on. So I thought that because lots of pictures I've seen, people drew little black hearts like upside down and all different ways, so I thought instead of drawing them on, I was just going to use rhinestone hearts. So I'm just sticking those on with the Duo Lash Glue again, and then I go and add one more to my chin, and that's it. I think I go back in one more time just to check with the headpiece to make sure everything's looking good, and then yeah, here I am putting this $2 shop wig on, which looks a mess, I know, but I'm just clipping it back, and like it's really hard to brush through these because so much hair just comes out, so I'm just kind of patting it into place. And then yeah, I take this side and just clip it back a little bit too, and then I'm adding the headpiece which my mum made. All the things are just from the $2 shop, and now I'm just Snapchatting her to see if she likes it. But this is the completed look. I do really hope that you enjoyed this video. I am definitely doing more Halloween looks, so stay tuned.